Vegetarian thing for the near term. Decent. I mean, it looks like a first touch rule, but guys, do you really want to do something that close to the open? Obviously, YM stop never got hit, so you could be in it still.
Yeah,
You have a
Westy,
loose.
I'm pretty much keto anyways all the time. That's kind of my normal life. But I was thinking about trying carnivore. I know when the day's doing it. But keto's easy for me, and it works.
All right, Lulu. There you go.
All right, Lulu.
It's not a bad trade. Come from prior swing. Good setup there. You could still be in on the long side. Didn't have to scalp it. It is with the trend, and it's plenty of time before the open. And here in a couple seconds. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, and what other people identify as penguins and bears and stuff.
Right?
Whatever you identify as. Get ready for the open. We are open for business. Again, those that were short, newer traders don't trade the open. More experienced people can trade through the open. Wait a few minutes, guys. Make sure that we get some clear direction from the market. Everybody knows what to do. You guys know our rules. At least 6 minutes for newer traders. More experienced people, you stay on the short side for the near term. Thousand members strong. We're heading there, guys. Best club on the planet. And more experienced people staying on the short side. Newer traders, wait the 6 minutes. You'll get another setup. Staying on the short side. Those that are more experienced. For now, not forever. Maybe forever. Maybe forever. Everybody else, don't get FOMO. 1 or 2 good trades, guys. 1 or 2 good trades with high degrees of confluence.
Be patient.
Multiple points of confluence, not degrees.
Multiple degrees of confluence.
72 degrees of confluence. Most people are waiting the 6 minutes. Those of you that are joining us on trial, if you'll do us a favor and log into your members area, libertytradingclub.com. We'll have some videos over here for you to watch to help you get an idea of what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, what we're looking for in trades. Make sure to get a chance to watch those videos. And if you have any questions, just feel free to schedule a call with Coach Paul, or he could throw his number into the chat if you have questions, or you guys probably already have it. So make sure to do that. We'll talk through what we're looking for here in a couple minutes. Get maybe a couple members to post their screenshots when they take a trade. That way you guys get an idea of what we're looking for and what we want to do. Cool. All right. So those of you on trial, again, please make sure to sit back, have fun. If you're trying to follow along with us, again, those of you that are experienced, stay on the short side. Newer traders, just be patient. There will be another trade set up.
There might be one more the rest of the day.
Maybe one more.
Just one.
Just one.
Maybe one more setup. Just keep squeezing those stops down, those that are in the short side.
Stop about what, 411 on the ES?
I was actually going to say 10, but 10's probably below that, just above that prior swing. So if it's going to come back, it's either going to stall out in that area or keep running up. So that's why I like 10. YM, you guys can be down now to, it's already broken its prior swing low, so you can be down now to probably 9, call it 990 at least. It's coming down into the zone. So again, right here's the time where you guys say, okay, well, maybe the zone's going to create a long signal here. So if you get a long signal from the zone, those trend traders might want to take a stab at it.
And the 6 minutes are up.
See how a little patience helps?
Yep.
Again, guys, first touch rule forming on the ES. Not quite overbought stochastics on the YM, but a little bit of a second chance to get in there. So there's your first touch rule in the ES. Pretty clean, simple. And don't be late to a trade. If you're late to the trade, don't take it. Wait for what? An M. Look at this M. Wait for an M to form. Everybody that jumped back in on the YM with that little retracement, you should have your targets off now. And stops to no lose. Everybody else that was short, just have your stops in.
Same with the ES. You
Yeah.
could jump
Don't
back
need
in
it.
on the first touch or the M. The M didn't finish forming, so it hadn't got there yet.
Coming down.
Yeah.
Just put your sell stop and sit and wait.
Sit and wait.
YM turning to a downtrend now. All I want for Christmas is runners. I'll tell you what, Harold, keep doing what you're doing. You'll get the runners.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You will get the runners. You have, what, 9-day streak? 9 days? Is it 9 days now? 10 days.
10, yeah, 10, I think.
Is it 9 or 10 winning days in a row, Harold? I can't remember. One good trade. That's it. That's all you need, guys. YM stops down a little bit. You could use 975 now. Got two people with a runner on the YM from the pre-open short. Nine days. Oh, nice. Perfect. That is beautiful. That's what we love to see. Good job, Harold. That's being disciplined. That's following a set of rules. That's making sure that you do what we preach all the time. Get green, get gone. I mean, what? How many members have we had already before the open? I think we had 5 members that were done for the day already.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Something like that, 5 or 6 before the
Yeah.
open.
Good.
It's a beautiful thing, guys, when you can sit back and say, you know what, I'm done before the open. Got my cash. Targets off on the M trade on the ES now, guys.
Bring your stop down to break even.
Who is catching a piece of that? YMES, anybody?
Yes, on this end.
About being flat on the YM or having the stop in still. Probably going to come back, give you a second chance now on the YM to get in. Just want it to stay below the zone. Mind the pivot on the YM as well, guys. Mind the pivot.
Yep.
So if you're going to try to look for the re-entry, I want to do that below the pivot. All right, so here's a good example, guys. Everybody, those of you on trial that are looking for what we are looking for, what this is what we're looking for. We're looking for over in a situation like this, overbought stochastics, and you got a little bit of a first touch rule, which is literally when the price comes back, hits the 89. Had the M here, M trade, right? So simply put a sell stop below the M. When that gets filled, your stop goes above the swing high that you entered on. We do trade multiple contracts. Most people, we actually, everybody in this club should be trading multiple contracts. If you can't, you do it in micros. And then once you get your targets off, so 2 or 3 targets, that way you guarantee some profits in the trade, then you leave yourself a non-target contract or 2 to trail behind. So you stay on the short side now, guys.
Okay,
And then
second target. I'm sorry. Second target
ahead.
should be off, and your stop should be at 406, and let it go. Leave it at 406 because you're right at the pivot.
Those of you that look to re-enter on the YM, get your targets off. YM traders, get your targets off. All right. All right, who's catching a piece on the ES? Who's catching a piece of it on the YM? Anybody out there trading?
Is anybody within the sound of our voice?
Matt, we do ask trial people, please. We ask that you do it in sim or paper trading, just until you get used to what we're doing. Job, Fritz. Still battling with the pivot here on the YM,
Yeah,
but
so
should if the ES breaks a pivot too, should continue down, guys. So just make sure that you've locked in some profits. Have your stop in a spot that just guarantees you some profits. So maybe even flat or 6. What is that?
I actually backed my stop back up to the previous high of 407 to give it plenty of room to break that pivot. It's still in
7?
profit.
7's in profit, yeah.
So
Pay yourself to stay in the trade. That's why we take targets, guys. That's why you guys should be taking targets. That way you're paid to stay in the trade. Pay yourself to stay in the trade. Pay yourself to stay in the trade because this puppy's going down.
here we go, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Or,
girls.
so we got
And fans around the world.
got somebody in on the YM from 80. Still. Nice.
That's nice.
Somebody on the YM in from 80. That's good. Good job. Still toying around with that pivot on the YM. ES as well, guys. So newer traders, mind the pivot, newer traders. If you're not already in, ES or YM, don't want to be chasing at this point.
If it prints a new 8-range candle below the below, you can move your stop down, but it printed it above. I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
The battle with the pivot.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Probably flat on YM now. Starting to look like a first touch rule. I would probably confirm that right now with maybe a 16 tick rule as well, which would put you going right back toward the pivot on the YM. ES, no reason to be out of the short. So we got Fritz, Matt, anybody else catching a piece of the short? There's a decent little setup there on the ES. Actually, pretty decent setup. YM, Sway, nice job. Did you get it on the M, Sway?
Okay, now you can bring your stop down to 405 and a half. It broke the pivot if it'll continue lower.
Five and a half. Got a little M forming on the YM. So you might get a little bit more comfortable with this little M on the YM on the short side. First touch rule, M, overbought stochastics finally. And if the ES continues down, the YM's going to, so you probably take a shot at that.
I hear you, Coach Chad.
I didn't think that was what OnlyFans was for, but target's off on the YM now. Stop to a no lose. It's pretty simple, right, guys? Pretty simple stuff. So good question, John. So what we try to do is wait for these little retracements to happen. And then technically you could probably be down to just above this little retracement now. So you could probably be actually a good stop now. Probably down toward this little swing here now that pivot's broken. So you could probably be 375, I would think would be decent. Maybe even 4. Call it 4 even. That way it gives you a little wiggle room. I would think. What do you think, Boss Hog?
That'll work. Yeah.
Still toying around the pivot.
It's still fighting it. If it doesn't go back above it, I'm gonna move my stop down. Well, it's actually down to 403.75 now. It's a little close. I'm gonna move it back up.
What's that like?
404.50. Give it a little more room.
So why do we do that, John? We typically just wait on these retracements and just pop the stop on top of the retracements as the price goes down. It's fighting the pivot. Fighting the pivot.
If anybody's got any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask. Somebody will answer it. One of us will answer you. Is anybody in either one of these shorts, YM or ES? I know when the day is. I don't even have to ask him. Fritz is.
Come on,
maybe.
guys. Who all's in these? Let's see it. Fritz, good job.
And I just went flat.
All right. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. I got to run a doctor's appointment. I will
Good
be
luck.
Double
back
bottom
later.
on the YM. All right, Coach Paul.
All right,
Have
guys.
fun.
See you. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Hope you came back with all the parts you left with.
Hopefully they won't take my ear off. We'll see.
Yeah.
See ya.
Might be getting another chance here on the ES guys, but
Like you say, you can't go to the well too many times on that one.
would probably do that with like a 9-tick rule. I just the pivot, it's battling pivot, so do it with a 9-tick rule. Get your targets off.
I did
16-tick
that.
rule.
That's the reason. Just as we mentioned that, that's what I did. I took the 9-tick rule, got one
There you
off.
go. There you go. Now you can be a no lose. All right, there you go, guys. YM, same thing. If you weren't already in, you got back in on the first touch. It's off now. Or you said, I'm just going to short below the pivot. You could do that as well.
Matt, you
And
still
if the
short
YM
on
wants to stay
ES.
below the
Good job. Wow.
got some
That has
targets
not-
off on the YM, guys. All right. Did anybody jump back in on the YM there? First touch rule or stay in from the prior one? Same 2 people, same 3 people. Sorry. All right. You can move your stops down to 942 now. And the ES should follow suit here in a second. So just make sure your stops are in, targets are off, and sit back and relax now. Good job, Sarter. Did you get it? Good deal.
I know we have more people than the same 4 or 5 that answers the questions.
The other people have broken keyboards.
Broken keyboard. Oh, okay. I'll send you a keyboard.
Where's everybody else at? D-Nice, you doing good this morning? You don't ever talk anymore. Quiet? You mad? Get mad at me? What's going on, D-Nice? We no longer friends? Staying short now, guys. Stay on the short side. I don't know what to tell you. We've tried to get you guys in short trades. And really
Yeah.
pretty simple short trades to get into, guys.
Really simple. First touch rule on this one. And just
First touch rules twice. M's. Both first touch rules on YM, ES.
yeah, we said once it
Good,
broke
Jerry.
the pivot, it was gonna go.
Hey, Jerry, welcome aboard. New member, everybody, at least members, welcome Jerry to the club.
Hello,
Where are your
Jerry.
manners? Where are your manners? Jerry, we like to have fun here. Damien,
Damien, hurry up and leave. We're about
Finally
to
woke
get a
up.
runner.
go get some. Go walk away, Damien. We're about to get a runner. Did you get in this one, Damien? Thank you guys for the warm welcome. All right, stops down a little bit on the YM. You guys are still short on the YM. I got 5 people I know of short on the YM. So no real reference point right here. Let's kind of just use the mid Bollinger Band for the time being. So somewhere around 915, maybe a little bit lower now. 910. Yes. Are you in this one, Boss Hog?
Yes, sir. I got mine
Where's your
set at
stop?
402 right now. I'm giving it a little bit of room.
2. Okay. I think you
I'm
could
not-
probably go to this little swing low here. So somewhere around 0.75 maybe. But whatever you guys want. 2 to 1 or 0.75 on the stop. Nice, Damien.
Got down to 4,400 now, as of now.
Good job, Damien. Is that a prop account? Is that where you took a target instead of staying in for the runner?
All right.
Damien, just curious. Okay.
Here's part of it. This is what we want you guys to do. Just not hard, just post it and
All right. Those of you catching
there
the
you go.
short, anybody want to give a quick post of the entry? There you go, guys. That is the perfect entry for that ES trade. Yeah, so that's what I was saying below the pivot. That's a good trade though, Sway. Are you on? That's a good thought process. Let it go. It fights the pivot, fights the pivot, fights the pivot. It's like knock on the door with a pivot a lot of times, right? And then you say, okay, get a little rally. If it pushes back down, then it's going to bust through the pivot. put a cell stop right below the pivot. So that's a good play on that one, Sway. YM stops down a little bit more. Say 885 probably would work on that.
I moved my stop down to 98.50 on the ES.
Still can't believe we got somebody in from 80 on the YM, still short. Good job.
Hey,
Person wants to remain anonymous, but man, that's a fantastic job. Still in short from 34,080 and down to 880. That's a 200 ticks on the YM. That is not horrible. Great job.
good job, whoever it is. Great job.
Nice. Why don't you take a screen? Did you get the entry on the first touch rule, D-Nice? Close to Boss Hog? Nice. Mind throwing a screenshot in so other people can take a look at it? Help out some other people?
Good shot, Carter. Nice, nice. I like it.
You might be getting a second chance on that YM if you didn't get the original short. Got the little M on the ES too.
Yes, exactly.
Didn't
Yes.
catch that. And let's see. If it can break this back through this little area, guys, ES should be able to get down at least.
We can break 93. We should be all the way to 88.
Did you say spring break 93?
If well, I said it. I said we should. Yeah, but it all ran together.
Spring break 93. Woo! Panama City Beach.
Let's see. Do I remember 93?
All right. All right. Those of you who didn't get any of the original ones, now you got another chance. Overbought stochastics, little M on the ES, little M on the YM. Your target should be off. Now everybody should have had a chance to be in these shorts that have been just handed to you on a silver platter this morning. Plenty of points of confluence. Plenty of reasons to be in them. Now it's with the trend. So everybody should be catching a piece of this that hasn't caught something yet. Correct, guys?
That's it. Trend over.
Everybody's getting a piece of it, right?
60 down, 15 down, below the pivot, momentum's down. Just get in your pullbacks. M's, first touch. Just right opposite from what I told you this morning. Well, hey, it was opposite this morning.
It was. And then we saw early on that we wanted to move down with the news. So we quickly said, time to take the sell signals. All right, you guys are seriously. I want to know. I mean, we got a ton of members in here. Are you guys doing well? This is the time of the day where I'm going to ask you guys if you need ticks. Let me know if you need ticks, and we will help get some ticks for you. But I think most of you members that are following rules, you kind of know these are pretty simple trades today so far, right, guys?
All right,
Pretty simple
D-Nice.
trades, all in a
Lulu.
rule set.
D-Nice, Lulu, we want to see them.
Little green. Okay, I'd rather you keep the little green for now. Don't chase yet, Sarter. Or Sabri. Who was it? Sabri. Oh, sorry, Sabri. Don't chase on this one if you didn't do that last M trade. All right. So we'll find another one in a minute. Who else, guys? Who else? What are you guys doing? Everybody out there got green and done? What's going on, guys? Give us a hand here. You guys are gonna force me to do this.
Fritz hit that runner on the YM. Of course, you knew that was going to happen.
All right. Probably think about being flat, or at least on the YM, have your stop to a no lose. Obviously, your target's off. Yes, maybe
Same
flat
with-
now.
Yeah,
And
same with the ES.
And looking at possibly another first touch rule, I might want to, if I were you, I might want to confirm that with maybe a little M at this point, since the M seem to be the motto right now. You might want to confirm that with the M. Same on the, no reason to be out on the YM, but if you are, let it get overbought again. Start watching prior swings. If it doesn't break the prior swing, take a shot at the M trade there. If it does, we're going to chill out on the short side for a bit. All right, what are you guys doing? Runner on the YM. Nice, Fritz. Nice job, Fritz.
Let's see.
Good. Nice entry, too.
Good job, Fritz. Yeah, good entry.
Love it. Thank you. Help people understand where they should be getting in at. It's a nice little M trade. Yeah, good job. I'd probably be flat if I were you, to be honest with you. You've got plenty of ticks locked in. There'll be another chance to get back in, Matt. I would have been flat, at least at this 89. That's okay. Get another chance to get back in.
We're going to do a pivot bounce here.
I mean, you probably, here's the deal. Make sure you locked in at least 10 points on the ES. You could look for a pivot bounce on the ES. Now you got overbought stochastics again on the YM, guys. Still like the M's. I think the M's are the way to go right now, guys. That's just me. What do you think, Boss Hog?
Yes, it is this morning.
You want to take a stab at the 9-tick rule? You can do that. I think the M is a better way. Good morning, Coach Low Kev.
Hello, Coach Lokev.
Here, Matt, the kind of thought process is if we trail our stops appropriately, let's say you took this first touch rule, the idea typically is that if we trail our stops appropriately, the rally most of the time will give us a better fill price on the next entry. So we tend to like to do that than hold for. Now, obviously, if it's going straight down, Matt, we want to keep it. But you gotta. What we don't like to see is our stops breaking prior swing highs. So in a situation like what you were in, you got a really good fill price way back here, right? So those swing highs typically would be your max stop if you are trailing loosely. Does that make sense, Matt? Yeah. Starting to get the M. Starting to get the M here. Those who got the re-entry on the YM with the overbought stochastics, you should have your targets off now. Sure. Really simple. You're trading the ES. First touch, we call it first touch rule. Technically, this is like the second touch. But when we start seeing a trending market, a lot of times this 89 exponential will act like support or resistance. In this case, resistance comes up, touches the 89, moves away from it. That's the first touch. Now, we had a second first touch rule, and we had a third first touch rule. Typically, that doesn't happen. You get one or two chances at a first touch rule, and then you don't want to go through the well again. And then typically when it breaks the 89, you want to chill out a little bit. Start staying above the 89. That's usually a good sign that we're going to see a little bit of a rally. Let it rally up. Be patient. Look for another sell signal after a decent retracement toward maybe a zone or something like that. Helpful, Matt? Is that helpful? Awesome. And we have the videos out there. A lot of the videos are on the YM, but our rules don't change between the YM or the ES. The only thing that changes between the YM and the ES, ladies and gentlemen, is just the number of ticks we use on the tick chart, 699 on the ES, 133 on the YM, and the size of the range, 8 range on the ES, 15 range on the YM. Every other rule stays exactly the same. And there we go. There's the rally. Now it's back up in the zone on the ES. The only problem I have is the YM's not really following suit right now. So you might just either be in the counter trend long or sit on your hands for a minute, guys.
Yeah, I made that W and then went up past pivot. So
A little double bottom. Yeah, the YM's starting to make a little double bottom as well. Agreed, Boss Hog. Agreed. You go ahead. I was just running my mouth.
it's true. It's a risky trade, but it seems to be paying off right now.
If you break on the long side.
Yes.
Yeah. So I said more aggressive people could be long on that. Everybody else, just be patient. There'll be another trade set up. If the YM breaks above this prior swing high, you guys could probably take a look at that counter trend long on the YM as well, if that happens. If you see a little M form, probably do that on the YM, but don't. Members, I really want to know how you're doing. Only a few of you chimed in. What's going on?
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
You guys just want me to do that. 100 and something people in here and 6 of you guys participating. But you get it all. You get all your Taking some time to get in the groove. How about 27 minutes to get in the groove?
Yeah.
Well,
Now Bueller's missing. So now what are we gonna do?
you got the M on the YM. I don't know if you guys
Yes,
the
we
way
did.
the way the ES is running up. I wouldn't take that too heavy if I were you guys. I mean, technically, you had a 9-tick rule sell signal. About that, my chart was off from the zone. Still like the M though, the way it's running up. I don't know why. Why didn't somebody tell me my chart was off? Still would rather you guys look for an M trade if you want to be on the short side again. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
those
in all reality, go ahead, boss.
no, that's what I was gonna say. Those are trend traders, and if it ain't in your plan, don't do it.
Bingo. So you just watch this on the ES, and if price rolls over again to give you the M, you can take a shot at that. Watch the little swing high it just made. Get a rollover, maybe take the 9-tick rule, or just have a sell stop for the bigger M. A little bigger M, you're gonna have a sell stop in one or the other. Again, guys, first leg did come off of high stochastics. Now, if you're wary of the pivot, wait till it gets below the pivot. Hmm. 200 tick runner for one person on the YM. I think Fritz got a runner on the YM as well. Were you on the YM, Fritz, when you did that? You got the Bueller's out. So Harold participating. Nice. Nice. All right.
The ES has
Probably-
decided to break that M. If you took that M trade,
I
Brian
was
was
just about to say on the YM, you could start looking at a sell signal probably now too. Then, if that stays down,
should already have one off, down to break even.
or at least no lose. YM's starting to form a little M trade as well here. Price action just because it moves so far, it looks so muted. There you go. All right, all your targets should be off on the M trade with the ES. And make sure you're in a no lose with a stop, whatever your entry was. Guarantee yourself some profits. Leave it there. And there you go. Another easy little trade handed to you by Mr. Market.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us for live trade calls in our trade room, Just visit libertytradingclub.com and register for a 3-day trial. During your trial, you'll have access to the live trade calls, access to chat to have your questions answered by a coach, as well as access to our training modules, indicators, and live member meetups. Please visit libertytradingclub.com. After your first 3 days, it's just $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.